Hi everybody, this is Ginger Taylor, also known as Gente. Today's hair tutorial is going to be on how to get the best weave possible. I'm going to give you a couple of different tips, and I'm also going to show you a couple of different brands of hair that I would suggest using for your weave. So let's get into the tips. Number one, always bring 2 bags of weaving hair with you. It's very important that you have 2 bags. A lot of times, the longer the length of hair, the less hair that they put into the bag. The same thing with curly hair. They give you way less curly hair in a bag, so 2 bags is necessary. Tip number 2, always supply a closure piece. If you don't know what it is, your beauty supply will know. Go to the counter, ask them for a closure piece, have them match it with your hair. That's just the little piece that I have at the top here that secures and closes off the top. Of course, I can make my own closure piece, but it won't look as good. It won't lay as flat. A lot of times when you see women in the street and they have that whole peacock effect going on at the top of their hair, that's because the stylist created her own closure. So allow the closure piece to do all the work for you. Number 3, never get cheap hair. I know everybody's on a budget, but cheap hair shows. That's when you get all those bunches in the back of your weave and your hair shedding and tangling. All that's going to happen is you're going to end up having to replace it in 2 weeks and buy a whole new batch of hair, costing you more money and the same amount that you should have paid in the beginning with a better grade of hair. Number 4, only keep your weaves in for 2 months, never longer than that. Anything longer will start to shed your hair. It'll start to tangle your hair with the thread underneath the weave. I don't care if this weave is holding on strong. I don't care if your edges still look good and your hair is not nappy. Get rid of the weave within 2 months so your hair underneath can breathe, get shampooed good, and it won't damage it. Number 5, wash your weave at least twice a month. It's very important because when your hair is wet, it gets moldy. And your hair underneath the weave needs to be shampooed and conditioned properly. I here at Gente sell a shampoo that's made especially for weaves that I have for sale at gentesystem.com. You can go on there, you can purchase the weave shampoo. All you do is wet your hair, the weave hair, and your scalp. Apply it. It has a little nozzle on it. Apply it in between the tracks. Let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes and rinse it out. It'll take away any itching that you have, any bacteria that's on your scalp, or any kind of dirt or oils that are unnecessary. So like I said, you can purchase that at gentesystem.com. Number 6, get a style that is easy to maintain. A lot of times people think that curly hair is easy to maintain. It's not. It's actually more work. You have to add more products such as oils and leave-in conditioners to it. Comb it all the time. Make sure it's not tangled up. Braid it up at night before you go to sleep. It's a lot of work. Your straight hair is way easier. All you do is you can either wrap it or pull it back behind your ears and put your scarf on at night and get up and comb it in the morning. Number 7, get a color that is suitable for your complexion. If you're a darker skinned girl, please don't go with the blondes or the bright reds. It looks tacky. Nobody thinks it's cute. Save yourself a lot of trouble. If you're a lighter skinned girl, don't go with jet black. It drowns you out and makes you look dead. Number 8, always wear a scarf or a bonnet at night. Very important. Even though this is not your hair, you still want to wrap it up and treat it as if it is. That way it looks good the next day. And all you have to do is take off your scarf in the morning and go on about your business. Number 9, if leaving a little of your hair out at the top, do not press your hair more than once a week. This is very important. You know, sometimes you may have seen this before, or you may have had this happen to you. You take down your weave and your own hair is down here past your shoulders, and this top part that you left out of your weave is about this long. That's because you're applying too much heat to the top. The only time you should really apply heat to your hair is the first time that you get it done. If you go to the salon and your stylist flat irons it, it should be good at least for a week or 2. If not, go back and consult your stylist and see what she could do about the situation. And number 10, make sure that your tracks are covered at all times. Have you ever been standing in the line at the grocery store and the girl in front of you has an obvious weave because her whole track in the back of her head is showing? this is how you take care of that. Make sure in the morning when you get up, you take one hand and place it on top of your head and you're feeling around for your tracks. If you can feel your tracks in between your fingers, it's showing. Take your comb in the other hand and comb it down over the tracks. Then take your hairspray, spray it all around your hair, comb your hair back down, slide your fingers over, make sure everything's covered, and you're good to go. The hairspray will hold your hair down over the tracks. And remember this is a great thing to remember and to know if you have the proper beautician. If people tell you that your weave looks good, that's not a compliment. They should say your hair looks good. Nobody should know that you're wearing a weave. If they know, you might need to change hairstylists. Now, on to the best brands of hair to use for a weave. These are two of the brands that I really like. The first one is the Velvet. A lot of my clientele use this. It's really good. It doesn't shed. It doesn't tangle. It's good for if you like that Kim Kardashian type wave pattern. They have that hair, and they also have straight. Those are the two that I recommend in this particular brand. Also, this is probably the most favorite out of everybody, the ND Remy. This one is cost a little bit more than the Velvet. I believe the Velvet ranges from $45 to maybe $90 or so. This one ranges $95 and up, but you can use this numerous of times. I would say never use weave hair more than 4 or 5 times. Make sure that you wash and condition it after you take it out every time. But a lot of people like this. It's good for straight and wavy. I hope that I helped you out today with your weave decision. Remember that I do weaves. My price for weaves right now, if you pay online at gente.com, is $100 for a full sewn weave. And today I am offering, if you go schedule your appointment and pay online today for your $100 full sewn weave, I will include your weave shampoo and weave rinse. So when after you get your weave done, you want to go home, you've been in the pool, or your hair and scalp has just gotten dirty and you want to freshen your hair, you can use that to cleanse without coming back to the salon. So thank you so much for listening to my hair tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed all the tips that I have given. I hope I've helped you out with picking a certain brand of hair. And of course, always give me your feedback and your comments either here at Facebook or go to gentesystem.com and leave me a comment in the forum section. Thank you so much, and see you later.